Hello Leos, this is Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology, and I'm here with you guys today for your August into September 2020 love readings. I'm so very happy to be back with you guys. I got a couple of these love readings out and then I had to take a couple of days for some pretty intensive self-care. I also did celebrate 21 years of being a mother. I am so freaking proud of my beautiful Leo child. So happy birthday to all of you who are going through that out there, having a birthday if you are a Leo sun. This is for my Leo sun, moon, and rising signs. So if you're not sure of your moon and rising signs, there's actually a link down in the description box where you can enter your birth information and get a really user-friendly birth chart, just so you can get to digging around about what other signs are really prominent, and then definitely check out the readings for those. Other things that you will find in the description box include a link to my website. That's actually, I've been doing a lot of work on that, so definitely go check that out. If you guys are interested in booking a reading, we can do live video chat readings. There are also packages and plans available for you there, as well as a spot where you can order a recorded reading. I know everybody's going to every website with a budget these days, so I wanted to make sure that my services were available for anybody out there who needed them. I am just like really excited about this new moon energy today. It is a new moon in Leo today. That's kind of why I started with you guys. But let's go ahead and get into this. Divine spirits of love and light, archangels, ancestors, allies, and guides. Are there any other announcements that I wanted to make? I don't really think so. This is a brand new oracle deck that I'm using with you guys today, the Starseed Oracle, and I did add it to my website. I've got a page where you can see all of my decks, and you can link right to Amazon and order those there if you like. So if you are a tarot nerd like me, go check that out. Otherwise, let's just go ahead and get into your love reading. There will be an extended for this, and the link to that is in the description box below. Those are hosted over on Vimeo, and it's $5. It's $5, you guys. It's $5 to rent your follow-up video, okay? So this is a very interesting, I'm going to go ahead and interpret this even for those of you who do not identify as starseeds, but this is a very interesting message because it goes along with just the general energy that was picking up for my Leos right now. Some of you guys are feeling, look at this, the word lost is in both of these cards. And I don't think it's the same kind of lost where it's like, I don't know where I'm going, I'm so lost. But it's about missing something or missing someone, okay? And so it could be just that sense of loneliness, of what it's like to not have that somebody around. But there is a major sense of home, some sort of feeling of home that I feel like you guys are longing for. So let me get some water and I'll get into these. The cards I have on the table are Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts, and then Star Answers, Hidden Secrets, and Lost Wisdom. So I'll show you those. They're just freaking beautiful. I've seen this deck used on other channels, and I just, like, especially stepping into my own Starseed Awakening, I knew I had to have them. So let's talk about this. This is an important message at the end of this card right here, where it says, you've done this before. Whatever it is that you're feeling, especially when it comes to love and relationships right now, Leo, you've been here before. You've done this before. And here's the thing, you are even smarter and more evolved now and have more skills and experience now than at any other point in time that you've been at this place before, okay? Wow, soul memories and gifts, wow. It's the memories thing that's very, so we just went through the Lionsgate portal, so some of you guys are probably going through some sort of Starseed Awakening. If that's the case, hit me up. I'm actually starting a Patreon just for Starseeds where I will do regular readings of this type. But since I want to make sure that this fits a general audience, there is this, like I said, this feeling of memory, this feeling of home. Do you see these pillars right there? It's almost as if like a sort of romanticism. Like, oh, back in the good old days. Yo, it just used to be different back in the good old days. Are you guys thinking about, are you talking about like before coronavirus, like before the quarantine? Because that's a very normal thing to be going through right now, right? Because it's not so easy to pick up on social interactions, to have, just to foster our friendships in the same ways that we used to. Leo is all about Leo's 5th house energy. It's about entertainment. It's about leisure time. It's about pleasure, right? And you guys know, regardless of what you're like, maybe you're just like, I miss concerts. I miss getting together with the guys to watch football or basketball or whatever sports are currently on pause, right? So there is a longing for the way that things used to be. But this situation is trying, the universe wants you to see the potential and the power of this situation. Because I feel like the universe is trying to communicate to you that it's actually kind of done you a favor by clearing out a lot of cluttery baggage energy, okay? So for some of you guys, this could be, for real, a longing for an ex, okay? Or just like, oh, remember how things were simple? For those of you who have been through a spiritual awakening, is that not kind of like a big, I almost did a TikTok about it. That's what we don't talk about. Is when you go through your spiritual awakening, it's not as easy to just casually socialize with other people about after that, because it's like you can feel people's energies and people's vibrations, and it's just maybe not as interesting to sit around and talk about things like football and concerts as it used to be, right? Things are changing, and there's a part of what's gone that you guys are really, really longing for at this time. But you're being asked to examine, is the thing that you're missing, the thing you had in the past, really what you even need right now? Or is it possible that you can get that same sense of fulfillment from something new? Like if all of a sudden your old social scene just poof, reappeared, you would walk into it and feel like bored. I'm being honest with you guys. That is the vibes that I'm getting. Okay. And it has to do with dating and romance as well. It's hard. It's hard. Okay. Literally, like just, you know, you hear from somebody you haven't hung out with in a long time, and it's like, yeah, we used to get together in 5th house at all the time, just good times, just nothing but good times. And now somebody like that hits you up and you're like, I don't know how to explain this, but I just have different priorities right now. Okay. So you guys are changing, you're growing, you're evolving. That's beautiful. You're thinking about what you want in your relationships moving forward. And it is definitely something different. You guys have a higher bar. You have set a higher bar, and you're realizing, ooh, I kind of miss, and that's no shame, but don't you kind of miss when your bar was down here? Because everybody got over it, right? You never had to be alone. But now I do get this sense of something is being missed, right? By you, Leo. You feel like you're missing something, but the universe is like, really? Really? Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and here we go. Look a little deeper, all right? There is something about this thing that you're longing for from the past that's actually not what you need right now. And the more you stay stuck in the past, the harder it is to really tune into, really listen, tap into your inner self and listen to what your heart is trying to tell you that you need. Because I don't think it's the same thing. I really don't think it's the same thing that it used to be. All right? And that's okay. We learn, we grow, we change. Where are we going with this? I'm going to whip out this Bianco Nero deck right here. Actually, I'm lying, okay? It's on the shelf right now, but the Cosmic Tarot wants to talk to you guys. I'm going to go grab that. All right, guys. So the Cosmic Tarot wanting to come out for your reading, I was just about to say that, is a good sign, because if you're a fan of the channel, you know that this is the deck that has a crush on me. That's just my joke, because every time I get this card out, it shows me this card, and I just kind of feel that as saying, like, I love you, and I love you too, Cosmo. Cosmo is actually kind of I call him the counterpart to my Bianco Nero Tarot. And that's very interesting. The Bianco Nero to me is the feminine counterpart. And the Cosmic Tarot, to me, is the masculine counterpart. So that's a very interesting energy. But it goes along with this new moon in Leo, because Leo is a masculine sign. We just had 2 new moons in Cancer, you guys. 2 new moons in a feminine water sign, okay? Did we not feel all the feelings? Did we not feel it all? And look at this. Oh my gosh. What those Cancer new moons gave us an opportunity to do is to focus on how we are nurturing ourselves, but also what it is in the world that we want to nurture. Okay, but mostly the nurturing oneself. Like this Empress to me is, the phrase that I want to use is tending to your garden. And I'm talking about your garden, not anybody else's garden. You've been tending to your garden, Leo. And look at how freaking majestic you are now because of it. I might cry. I'm going to try to... Do you guys see this tapestry hanging up over here? My grandfather bought that for my grandmother when he was in Japan in 1940s, okay? And I never realized, like, basically, like, it's a woman in a cart, and she's coming down a mountain, and I never realized how much these trees and that mountain sync up before. So why, Spirit, Grandpa, and Grandma and Grandpa are both over there, would you call my attention to that? That's fucking beautiful. Pardon me. Because the story, oh my God, you guys, stop it. You're going to make me cry. All right, Leo, let's get into this. I'm being reminded of a reading that I did a while back when I was doubling up on my readings. It was for Leo and Libra, and they went together, and I think it was called An Epic Love Story Begins. Okay, that is literally what you don't realize is going on in your life right now, potentially, Leo. Okay, you're missing something about the past, or it just could be some sort of soul longing, right? And you've been taking real good care of yourself, though. Like I said, you're in this place where you're growing, you're moving forward, you're doing new things, but there's still almost something missing, okay? The reason why this has to do with that, please understand, like that, I don't even know if they're married yet. Aren't those kind of cute to like listen to the stories of how your grandparents got together and like, you know, like he went away to war, like VJ Day was like the day of his 19th birthday. Okay. So he bought her this beautiful velvet, you know, tapestry. And it's a picture actually of a man pulling a woman, an Empress figure, on a chariot. So now we have chariot energy in the air. And that Emperor is present too. Okay. Because that's the divine counterpart for an Empress, is the Emperor. Okay. And now they're showing me this picture. This picture back here is very, very significant. Do you guys want to go see it? Let's go see it. Okay, guys. So here is the tapestry that I'm talking about. You see there's the trees and the mountain that I saw in the image, but I'm getting so much other imagery. And it's just so funny that this wall hanging has suddenly become a part of our reading, but I like it. I'm here for it. All right. This right here, this little dog is giving me Fool vibes. We also have an obvious chariot here. Who drives the chariot, ladies and gentlemen? It is the Emperor. There is the Empress. She has been tending to our garden. And this temple back here reminds me of the Hierophant, of course. So what does it mean? To me, what I really see here, Leo, is that you're in a place, so you may not be happy with the place that you're sitting in. You might be a little bit bored. You might be feeling like it was hard for you to leave certain things behind. But the reason for it, please understand, is because the universe has something so tremendous coming up for you. Now, this is obviously not for all Leos. I wish it were. I hope it for you all. But you are in this Empress zone, all right? Which means the decisions that the decisions that you've made and the people that you left behind, all this time that you have been spending on your own has been paying off. You guys are leveling up. And like I said before, the realness of that is you cannot always continue to deal with the people that were on your previous level. Okay, so also FYI, you guys know I've been studying tarot for so long that I've read so many different interpretations of every single card that sometimes I just get a single line, like a quote, and I cannot attribute it to any one source. But at one point in time, I came across a meaning for the High Priestess as doing your own thing because you know it's the right thing to do. That's what y'all been through, okay? This King of Wands, oh, stop it. Don't tell me you're missing this King of Wands, guys. Stop it. Don't tell me that's who you're missing. No, stop. You guys are better than that, okay? Some of you guys, some of you guys, I'm just going to put all these on the table, used to be the King of Wands. I'm going to be real, okay? Leo is a King of Wands energy. It's a fire energy. Oh no, I did that, didn't I? Yeah, sometimes I'm not paying attention and I almost shuffle my entire deck backwards. And so, like, this King of Wands is very fiery. He's very passionate, but he's not always, especially when he's inverted, not always the most honest, okay? He is a definite... Like the Knight of Wands upright is the player energy. The King of Wands is the 6-year-old dude at the bar. I'm not trying to hate on 6-year-old dudes at a bar, but you guys know what I mean. That way too old to be there creeper. Like, honey, why didn't you get it together when you were younger? Maybe you'd have somebody now. I am just sounding, what's even coming out of my mouth? You guys, this is terrible judgment. This is not who I am, okay? Somebody who's a pain in your ass. Honestly, let's be real. You might be missing some good times with somebody who is not very good for you. Okay? Or you might be thinking back to the good times you had, but then you're like, you know what? I am so glad that I put that burden down because that's not me anymore. Okay? If you guys are missing the King of Wands, yeah, I'm sure he was a lot of fun. Trust me, I got a lot of fun in my past as well. But when a lot of fun hits me up these days, I'm just like, you know what? I really like sitting in this energy. And I don't want to give that up. And I really like sitting in this energy. And I don't really want to give that up, especially not for this. No. First of all, if you're a king approaching an empress, you better walk upright. Second of all, you better have a plan for how you're going to get from here to the Emperor energy. Also, I'm just letting you know how it goes with these Empresses, okay? Letting you know how it goes. Now, here we go again. I was just about to turn my attention to this card that snuck out earlier and I didn't tell you guys about it, okay? This soulmate energy. This is the dude pulling the Empress in her cart. This is an equal match. All right. He may not look like it, but that's the Emperor. It's like the Emperor on the weekends, right? And look at that. See how she got that hat on right there? Those are the star vibes. Okay. That's her crown chakra. Look at this. She's wearing the dress that matches. Okay. So you might be frustrated sitting where you're at right now, Leo. You might kind of feel like you wish things were going differently, but please understand that the universe is trying to set you up for this match. I love that so much. And we just had 444 on the camera, and this guy, of course, popping up. Stop it. It is a twin flame energy, but also the Four of Wands is a soulmate energy. It's a happy home. Jesus Lord, you guys, that's not even right. You got these three coming out all at once. This is a longing for home. This is some of you guys. Oh my God. Okay. Let me explain this phenomenon to you guys because it's a real thing that happens. Some of you are in this Empress, this High Priestess energy. Get you a girl that can do both. Okay. And if he's a girl, you know that you can do both. You're capable of being both these things at the same time. We are. Unlock it, right? All right? So you're sitting in this energy and you're starting to feel this sense of longing. And I think that you're mistakenly associating it to the past. When really what you don't even realize is that you've already tapped in to this on an energetic level. You've done this before. Soul gifts and memories, you've done this before. What you guys, if you guys are single and you're in that situation, you're missing somebody from the past, for some of you guys, the King of Wands might be getting his shit together and coming back around. But honestly, the feeling that I've got is that you are such a different person than who you were in the past that you cannot expect to continue to resonate with those people. You can't expect those people to be ascending with you always, okay? Let me get a couple more cards out. If this is not present energy, this is coming up in the very near future for you guys. You got a King of Wands, somebody who was just like, doing too much. And your involvement with this kind of energy was literally, it was exhausting. It was a burden. It was keeping you mired down in this swamp. Look at what is up here. Saturn is all about, it's about karma. It's about your life path. It's also about time and maturity. So some of you guys just kind of grew up out of that older, more casual way of dealing with things, okay? That's this Eight of Cups, is walking away from something. Wow. And you have to understand that as much as it might have felt like you walked away from some sort of wish fulfillment with this Nine of Cups, this Wheel of Fortune is like, no, baby doll. We got something way better than a King of Wands reverse. Please. You think you deserve, you think this deserves a King of Wands reverse? No, honey, no. No, the Empress, the High Priestess, the Empress gets the Emperor. The High Priestess has her choice. She can have the Magician or the Hierophant. That's the way that goes. That's realness right there. Okay? So, know your worth, know your value. I almost kind of feel like that's a thing that we've been saying, though. Am I right, Leos? Is that kind of a thing we've been saying in my readings for a while? All right? I don't really even want to, like, scratch too far beneath the surface in this reading, knowing that I'm going to get into the extended. We got Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Let me get one more out supporting this Wheel of Fortune, and then I will get you guys an Oracle card. Yes, I got you. Yes. An Oracle card before I wrap it up and move on to the extended. All right, guys? So here's what's going on, though. This Wheel of Fortune is coming up to you guys. And one of two things is happening. Either you're still remaining stuck in that old emotional energy, or this King of Wands is actually going to show up. Okay? And he's not standing up right. No. He's just going to show up with, instead of like his stick, he's going to show up with his cup. But he still hasn't matured. He still hasn't grown up, and he's still reversed. He's still a reverse king. So this is somebody who knows how to use emotions. So this is somebody who's like, hey, I see you're on that spiritual trip. Gosh, did I ever tell you I think we're soulmates? That kind of bullshit. Stay away from that nonsense, okay? Use that yin-yang third eye you got, okay? Regardless of your gender, this King of Cups, I think, is either, like I said, it could be a part of you that's still kind of looking over the shoulder into the past, thinking about why it didn't work out. Why it didn't work out, honey bunnies, is because the universe knows you deserve better. And the universe wants you to believe that you deserve better. It wants you to, Ten of Swords, just cut it out. Any illusions that you have about what you're worth, okay? You're worth nothing but the best. Nothing but the best, Leos. Nothing but it, all right? So, Sacred Destiny Oracle is just going to kind of give you guys, let's see what it gives you guys. A little something to just kind of advise you as you're moving through this energy. Just make sure that you guys are staying open to change. Don't you dare disrupt that amazing High Priestess Empress energy that you guys are sitting in for anything less than an Emperor. And he better show up with a Chariot is what I'm saying, okay? He better show up with a Chariot. All right. Thank you guys for like joining me on my little voyage around my living room. I just like, I don't even know, at some point in time it stopped recording. So I don't even know so much like, yes, what I recorded and what I didn't record. So I'll cut that all later. Gateway, gateway. Is that not a gateway? Have we not been talking gateway time for like a minute? That the thing that's in your future, you have to understand. This is the moment where every relationship you have in your future, Leo, is different than the ones that you had in the past. Why? Because you know who you are. Okay? But here's the thing. You guys, why are you still caught up on who you used to be? Don't be mad at yourself for who you used to be. All right? Stop beating yourself up for the fact that you ever wasted your time on a reversed king. Because look, it's turning you into a reversed king. Don't do that. Okay? You've got to forgive yourself. You deserve that. Okay? All right? So let's dig deeper into this in the extended. If you do feel like you're in a place right now where you could use a little extra encouragement when it comes to holding that vibration, I'm going to make sure you guys know just what you got to do in order to keep that up, okay? All right? I'll catch you later, Leos. Take real good care of yourself.